everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca's Skogan Beauty. I'm so glad to have you guys here today. It's been a hot minute since I filmed a video. I kind of let December get the best of me. I started really late, like I waited because I'm kind of a stickler about not interrupting Thanksgiving, and so I waited until all of Thanksgiving was done to start Christmas, and then I was late, and so the whole month I was just like trying to play catch up, and I think I overdid it. Every single day I was working my entire like 10-hour shift, and then I would get done and I'd be like, okay, I need to make cookies for the neighbors, and I need to wrap presents, and I need to order, well, I had to order them first, but you know what I mean? It was just every second of every day was so busy. I overdid it. So now it is January 2026. Happy New Year! Yay! I have my Eyescream Beauty box, which as of today, January 2nd, I canceled. I did. I know I talked about that. I talked about in the past videos that I was contemplating canceling, and I made the decision. It was really hard. It's so hard because I've been doing Eyescream Beauty since, I think it said 2022. So I've been doing it for a really long time. I was grandfathered into the $25 price, and now it's $29.99. So if I do end up wanting it again, I have to pay $29.99 because I'm no longer in the $25 price. But you know what? It's a new year. It's a new me. Not really, but it's a new year, and you know what? I have so much stuff, and I just did like a whole bunch of declutters last year, and the one thing about the Eyescream Beauty box, I love it so much. It's such a good box, but every time there's at least one palette, and part of the reason I have so many palettes is because every month I get a new palette from Eyescream. Also, I do enjoy palettes, and so I buy some, but I feel like I talked about, I think it was, the last video I actually filmed, like Black Friday haul, and I talked about how in 2026, I'm going to be doing a no-buy year. And I did a no-buy year a couple years back. I think it might have been 2022. Anyways, and I still kept Eyescream Beauty because I felt like I still wanted to get something new every month. It wasn't affecting that shopaholicness of me. Like, it wasn't affecting what I do is I see things on sale and then I'm like, oh, I need to buy that because it's on sale. And anyways, shopaholic right here. And so getting something from Eyescream Beauty kind of wasn't, it was just something else. It's like every month I just get something. But this year, I think we're done. I canceled Eyescream Beauty. This month, I do have the December 2025 Eyescream Beauty box, and I also have the December 2025 Eyescream Beauty bag. I thought last month that the bag just seemed really cool, and there was like 2 palettes in it. See, okay, this is why I need to cancel it, because I added that on, because I was like, ooh, 2 palettes for $12.50. Eyescream Beauty bag is only $12.50. Yes, it does have $4 shipping, whereas the Eyescream Beauty box has no shipping, but it was $16.50 for 2 palettes, which is really good. We are canceling it. I already did. No more Eyescream Beauty for the year 2026. Although technically I still have a reward for a free Eyescream Beauty box that I earned, and I don't know how to use it. I tried today while I was canceling. I was like, okay, well, why didn't I get January free? Yeah, I like copy and pasted the reward code they gave me, and it didn't work. Anyway, so maybe there might be a random one in there because it's my free reward that I finally figure out how to use, but we're not buying anymore in 2026. So that will help with my no buy year. Also, no makeup, just my face. So we will be putting on this makeup in this box on my face, and we'll be talking about it. I feel like maybe I should have waited to cancel until after I saw this box, because I've seen a couple things in here, but I also like haven't opened everything up and like swatched them, and so I don't know how good everything is. Plus I haven't actually worn it yet, so, but no, I'm going to stay strong. 2026 is a no buy year, and we're going to get my collection under control this year. Probably not, but more under control than normal. So if all that sounds good to you, all of that jibber jabber that I just talked about for 5 minutes, I'm a talker. 2026, that's one thing that's not going to change, is me talking a lot. It's not going to change. I'm still going to talk a lot. So if you like that, subscribe. Let's get into it here. I paid $25 for this box. It is actually $29.99 for people who were not grandfathered in. I don't have a referral code anymore because I just canceled. So I was gonna say, if you want to sign up for it, don't use my referral code. The nice thing about Eyescream Beauty is that it's always like indie brands, and it's usually indie brands that I already like have on my wish list, so it's really nice that way. Second of all, they always have this little card in here that tells me what everything is, and it helps with my description box. So everything will be in my description box, how much everything is and how much I paid and how much the retail value of the whole box, and the bag as well. The last thing that makes this box good is every single box comes with a palette, and they're usually indie brands, and indie brand eyeshadows are the best eyeshadows. It's a pretty good deal. Here's me blabbering on some more. I didn't quit ice cream because it was a bad subscription. It's not. And actually, they finally sent out a message on Instagram saying that we're back, what everything was going on with ice cream, and I think they're back. Hope they're back to normal. It is January, and I haven't seen any spoilers for January yet. They might be a little behind on January. They're trying. So from Beauty Creations, we have this Bratz and Beauty Creations Unforgettable Night Multi-Use Liquid Tint. That's kind of cool. Last month we had some eyeliners from Bratz, which I did end up really liking because they were kind of like in a pot form. So there was like, you could keep dipping in and get more liquid, but they were kind of, it's almost like the eyeliner was a little bit sticky. So it wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't my least favorite either. I liked the applicator. I just didn't like the actual product, like the stickiness. Okay, cool. So we have a multi-use liquid tint. So when it says multi-use, part of me is like, could this be a liquid eyeshadow? You know what, Bianca? Just read it. Read it here. It says December Holly Jolly. It's been like 2 weeks since I filmed a video, and I don't know. I feel like when I'm not consistent, my brain isn't consistent and I feel a little off. So if I'm a little bit scattywampus, that's why. I'll get back in the groove of things. $7. Even Bratz can be on the nice list. I always like how they make it like Christmas themed, or you know, the theme of the month. They kind of try, like for the summer, they'd always be like, be golden and glowy for summer. Anyways, whatever. Even Bratz can be on the nice list. Use this tint on your lips, on your cheeks, lips, or eyes. It could be for your eyes. Huh. I was thinking like, it probably wouldn't be, but that's pretty cool. I don't think I would use this on my eyes. It just seems a little bit too dewy for my eyes, but that seems really pretty for the lips and for the cheeks. Awesome. That's a really pretty product, and it seems like there's a good amount of, seems like there's like half an ounce in here. No, there's 0.2 ounces, but look at that. That seems anyways, cool. So this is only $7, which is I love how Beauty Creations has really good prices. Okay, then we got from Charmacy. Charmacy is another brand, like Beauty Creations and Charmacy are in these boxes a lot. So I feel like I'm not surprised to see Charmacy, and I'm happy. I like Charmacy. This is a Duochrome highlighter. Light up the room like a Christmas tree topper with this stunning Duochrome highlighter that shifts between celestial shades. All right, what celestial shades do we have right now? I'm excited. I love highlighters. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, but the camera is just not doing that one justice. Okay, I think I'm gonna swatch it right here because there's like the curve of my meaty palm. So hopefully you'll be able to, oh my gosh. Oh, Bianca, I might be like, why did you cancel? Wow, it's kind of greenish. And I like that it's a little bit like see-through, iridescent, translucent, so that it doesn't have that much of a base. It's just like sparkles. Wow. Actually, okay, now that I'm looking at here, it does flash kind of pink, but here it really only flashes green. But I'm seeing pink to green. Wonder if you can see the pink on here. Nope. All right, well, that is beautiful. Stunning. That's $15, which is a good price for a highlighter, I swear. Indie brand highlighters are like $35, which is why I always buy them on sale, which is why I'm a shopaholic, but sales, right? Okay, so we got another thing from Charmacy, another Charmacy. Yay, I love Charmacy, beautiful. This is Multi-Chrome Eyeshadow Gel by Charmacy. This is $24. Watch your eyes transform with every blink. Thanks to this mesmerizing multi-chrome gel that shifts colors like northern lights dancing across the winter sky. Whoever's writing these needs a raise. They're doing so good. I love it. This reminds me of the Danessa Myricks, like eyeshadow flakes. Yes. Oh my gosh. That color is Mermaid City, Mermaid Vibes, 100%. Oh, so pretty. I don't know, the Niacinamide ones were pretty, but they ended up being really sticky and kind of pricey. So it's nice. Actually, I think this one's kind of pricey. $24. I think they're actually a similar price range. And I understand why. They are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it's actually not showing up as like turquoise on the camera. Like obviously you guys see the turquoise there, but in person, I'm seeing green and pink. Wow, we've got green and pink and green and pink. So pretty. I'm gonna try to use that in the look today. I think it would be really pretty. And I'm also gonna save this. I feel like when you save this part, it helps it to not dry out as easily. We'll see, but Eyescream Beauty always has 5 to 7 items. We have 3 so far, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 in here, which is, I feel like, the normal. It says 5 to 7, but it's like 90% of the time it's 5. But it's always 5 really good things, so. All right, then we have from Zeesea. Zeesea is like 90% of the time in this box, which is fine. Zeesea is a really nice brand. It's just in there a lot. I feel like they have a really nice partnership with Zeesea going on. So this is Creamy Lipstick by the British Museum and Zeesea. $24, which is, I hate to say it because I remember my very first like high-end lipstick was from, was it MAC or Urban Decay? It doesn't matter, but it was like 20 bucks. And I remember being like $20 for a lipstick. But that is, now it's like 24, 25 is kind of a high end. And I feel like indie is usually kind of high end, which makes Beauty Creations kind of unique because I feel like it's more drugstore prices, but an indie brand, which is more rare. I feel like $24 for a lipstick is a normal price. Is it a good price? No. Is it a normal price? Yes. That is so pretty. Okay. Wow, no wonder it's $24. It's gorgeous. Okay, how do I open it? Right, like that. Okay, so you might be like, duh, you open a lipstick like a lipstick. But it has these little things on there. So I thought maybe I pushed it to pop it out. It's just like a normal lipstick. And, okay. So I feel like this is really good for Valentine's Day. That is going to be the next holiday that I decorate for. Which I'll take down Christmas and put up Valentine's Day. I just haven't done it yet. It's so cute. There's like little hearts on the lipstick. Wow. Oh, it says love. It says love. It's so pretty. Okay, there we go. So, oh, I made a heart. I didn't even mean to do that. So this one has more rose to it. And this one I just swatched. It does actually not look as orange, but right here, swatched on my hand, it does have more orange to it. Interesting. December had 2 palettes that we could choose between for Eyescream Beauty box. And I actually have to admit something. I was really disappointed when I saw these because I do like Chantico, but it's not a brand that I'm like, is on my wish list per se. It like, sometimes they'll have Day Day Signature in here. They'll have Gourmand Girls. They'll have Wicked Widow Cosmetics. They'll have brands that are on my wish list that I've heard of. And Chantico I have, but I've only gotten because of Eyescream Beauty box. So it's not something that is on my wish list currently. And so I was like, dang it, you guys were doing so well. And then you put in Chantico. Okay, I mean, I guess it's good, but it's not even like Christmas themed. I was hoping that it would be like Christmas or holiday or, I don't know, skiing or something. You know what I mean? Something winter themed. No, it's not. Then I read, because I get some spoilers, and we had the choice. We got to choose between 2 different palettes, and I contemplated getting both because I can, I can just spend $10 more and get both. But I was like, Bianca, you don't need both. You just did an eyeshadow palette declutter. You don't need 2 more palettes. You don't even need 1 more palette, but here we go. So I only got 1. Do I remember this? I ordered this like at the beginning of December, so it was a month ago. Not even like Christmas or winter themed. It does get better. So this is pretty nice in plastic packaging when I feel like a lot of the time they're cardboard, which is perfectly fine. That's Diosa, which I always think, I want to say like Dionysus. Because I'm feeling like it's Greek, but I don't know what Diosa is. Anyway, so let's do some reading first, okay? So there was Diosa Volume 1 or Diosa Volume 2. Which one did I get? I got Volume 1. Unwrap Goddess Level Glamour. See, Goddess. I was thinking Greek and Roman mythology. Unlock goddess level glamour this holiday season with the Zeesea palettes. These sleek palettes by Chantico Beauty are awesome, absolutely stunning. Featuring, so this is where, right here, featuring 9 duochrome / multichrome shades. 9 duochrome and matte and multichromes. That is a lot of special shadows. So then I turned my attitude and I went, okay, I was thinking this wasn't that exciting and special because it's not Christmas or winter themed, and it's, you know, Chantico, which I don't really pay that. Like, they come in this box, but other than that, I don't like fall in love with Chantico that much. Then I was like, Bianca, you need to change your attitude. Maybe I do need to go look up Chantico and put some of their palettes on my wish list, because 9 duochromes and multichromes? I haven't even showed you this yet. Bianca, you are doing a great job. Okay, stunning. Look at all those duochromes and multichromes. Like, I thought it kind of was reminding me of like a Danessa Myricks palette, because those palettes are chock full of duochromes and multichromes. And then with a couple of mattes. I contemplated getting the other one. It had more a neutral look to it, but I felt like the mattes on that one were more cool toned, and I don't really like cool toned. So I think I went with this one because the mattes on this one were more warm toned. Okay, so I swatched out the shimmers. All right, we have these top ones. And when I was swatching these top ones, I was kind of like, multichrome. I don't really see the multichrome. That looks like a duochrome. 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 I guess this could be multichrome, but really it goes from brown to blue. I was like, what are they talking about? Where's this multichrome? Then I got to this bottom row. This is another kind of duochrome. This one right here is a holochrome. We have hollow, you can't really, but that's a holochrome. And then this one right here is smooth as butter. And that one I think is our multichrome as well. So they say 9 duochrome / multichrome. In my head, I was thinking 9 multichromes, or maybe like 7 multichromes and 2 duochromes. I think it's the opposite, but that's okay. It's still stunning. I do love indie shadows. So, and you can see all the other swatches over there. So anyways, I'm really excited about it. And to get all of this for $25, this palette, plus this beautiful lipstick, plus this beautiful highlighter, beautiful gel, and beautiful lip blush, cheek, multi-use. Okay, so I thought in the last like couple of bags or boxes, in the last couple of boxes, I've been like, I like 1 out of the 5, or I like 2 out of the 5. Like, I've been kind of where I always love the palette, and everything else is kind of like, I guess I can give that to people for when they come to visit or for Christmas or whatever. I actually gave away a ton of stuff this Christmas to like nieces, and I had 2 giveaways, and it was really fun. I was able to give away a lot of stuff. So that was nice. I think that this month, the extra stuff shines. I do still like this palette. I think it's a really pretty palette. I think it's nice. It's high quality plastic, and I think it's nice because it has all duochromes and multichromes, but as I've said a couple times now, I was expecting something different. And whenever I'm expecting something different, I kind of have a hard time changing my mind. Like, I was expecting something Christmas themed or winter themed, or, you know, skiing, which is winter themed. And it wasn't. So it kind of threw me off. Is it still beautiful? Yes. Am I glad to have it? Yes. But I'm not as thrilled about it as I would have been if it was Christmas themed. As you can see, I still have my Christmas decorations up because I love them. They also took me a really long time to put up. So I would say that the extras in here are really the winners of this box, which never really happens for me. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, should we get to the bag? I feel like I should have opened the bag first because it's smaller. A lot of the time the Eyescream Beauty bag still has indie products, but they're a little bit more like beauty creation stuff. So it's a little bit more on the like the drugstore beauty indie, which is fine and kind of cool because you don't get indie brands at drugstores. Has it been a long time since I've shopped at a drugstore for makeup? But I don't know. There could be beauty creations at like Walmart or Walgreens or CVS. I don't have a CVS anywhere near me. But anyways, I feel like the way that they make, because this bag is 3 to 5 items. So in order for it to be 3 to 5 items and only be $12.50, I mean, there's the $4 shipping, so $16.50 total. They need to be that, you know, lower drugstore value. It's still really good. Like, the retail value of this box ends up, I'll put it in my description box, I'm not adding it now, but it ends up being over $100. So the retail of the bag, I've gotten it in the past, and it's always in like $70-ish. So the how much you pay versus how much you get is always really good for both the bag and box, which is why I've always had Eyescream Beauty for so long. But I just have too much stuff. And we're doing a no buy. So I'm trying to be good. All right, they also have a card. It's much smaller, but it is cute, like little celebration. I feel like it's kind of New Year's Eve a little bit themed because of like the streamers coming down, right? A little bit. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 items in here. Ooh, Gourmand Girls. Maybe that's why I bought it. Because I saw Gourmand Girls. This right here. So this is from Base Blue Cosmetics. I always remember Base Blue because they had that one palette that had like the girl with the pearl earring, and it was made into a palette, and I just thought that was so cool. I haven't used it because I don't want to use it. I don't want to ruin her face to put it on my face. Okay, I just need to get over that. I'm sure it's made to be obviously used. Anyway, so this is from Base Blue. This is a 4 Seasons Face Color Winter. It's a corrector. So this is kind of what I was talking about, having something winter themed. The other box the box didn't really have anything winter themed. Like the gel, I felt like was a little bit like more mermaidy. So here, this actually has a winter theme, and I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was asking for. So let's see if I can, wow, it's magnetic. Okay, all right. I may have nightmares about hexagons because of organic chemistry, but it's a hexagon. So here we go. I feel like it's an iceberg with penguins on it? Question? What is it? Unlike the box, it doesn't have explanations of what everything is, but it's a Seasons compact. So it is a corrector. So blue, the opposite of blue is yellow. So a blue would cancel out like the yellow under your eyes. I guess I have a little bit of yellow like here. So that would cancel out the blue. Anyways, either way, I just think I like the magnetic. I like the winter. We're finally getting that winter that I was hoping for. Here it is. Yay. Okay. $24. $24. And it's not really something that I'm excited about it, as you could see, because it was winter, but like, I don't really use correctors very much. I just put foundation and it usually covers everything up. But I did turn 40 last year. So I'm turning 41 this year. Ew, that's the first time I've said that. And I might need correctors the older I get. Okay, then we have from Gourmand Girls. I got one of these in last month's box. And I bought some of them as well when Gourmand Girls was having like a Black Friday sale. And I didn't get any repeats. So, crossing my fingers, I still don't have any repeats. This is in the shade Exquisite. Okay, not a repeat. But I feel like it's very similar to that, what was it, Zeesea shade? It's kind of a orangey red, which is actually not my favorite red. An orangey red, I feel like makes my teeth look yellower. I mean, not that I have really, really white teeth, but it makes them look even yellower. Does that make sense? But I'm still happy. I love Gourmand Girls. We have two palettes. Pretty cool. And I haven't opened either of them, so I'm excited to see what they are. I think this is weird. Okay, so the palettes are the least expensive thing in here. The Beauty Creations palette is $12. The Trend Beauty palette is $9. Where the other stuff is more, like the Base Blue Cosmetics, the compact was $24, and the Gourmand Girls is $18. The palettes were less. So this is a really good way to get like less expensive palettes. I got 2 in this box. This one is from Trend Beauty. It's called the Boss Babe palette. And also it says Diva there. Oh, Boss Babe Diva. It is very neutral. It's kind of like, I would say like fall or just like coffee tones. Does that? I don't know, fall, coffee, whatever. So then we have this, is the exact opposite. We have Beauty Creations Splash of Hues, Volume 1, which gives us everything that we didn't get in this one, we get in this one. Like, I think that's fun to be able to, I guess I don't usually mix and match my palettes that often. I usually will use an entire palette, but it is nice that you have anything that you would want neutral, anything that you would want colorful, bam. There you go. That is the Eyescream Beauty bag. Am I happy that I canceled Eyescream Beauty box and bag after opening these. Happy wouldn't be the word I just use it, but that's not, I'm proud of myself that I canceled, and I'm glad I did it, and I'm going to stick with it. But I think that the box was really good. The box had a lot of cool stuff in there that I'm excited to use, especially today and over again. The bag, like the palettes are cool, but I think those are better for like a beginner user, makeup user. Like they do seem kind of, you know, drugstore quality-ish. I could get a pretty look probably out of them as well, but I have so many palettes. I need to be getting rid of palettes, not gaining more palettes. So it's good that I am getting rid of these boxes. I'm glad that I have canceled. I am probably, when I see the spoilers for months, like I probably am gonna have to unsubscribe, stop following Ice Cream on my Instagram, because I think it would be bad for me to see if like they're, you know, collabing with Gourmand Girls and collabing with all of the brands that I love, because I'll be like, oh, I could have gotten that palette for $25 when it's a $40 palette. I think it's good for me to take a break and to get less makeup in my collection. So let's put all of this on my face. I put on foundation, I put on eyeshadow primer, and I put on my like eyebrow gel. So I'll finish the eyebrows later, but if it looks electrified, it's because it's a gel. Okay, so I thought, I don't know what brush to use with this, because I don't really use powders that often because I have really dry skin, and also a blue powder. But you know what? It's January. It's the time for blue, and I think I'm gonna do like a monochromatic look series. Anyway, so this will be good for that. We'll see if I do, but I don't know. What if we kind of see what happens? And like, I thought maybe maybe I could do like a blown out blue. That's not what this is for, but like a blown out blue kind of like blush situation. Am I going a little crazy here? Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I should do that for the blue look I plan on doing later this month. I don't know. Okay, so this is a concealer brush, and maybe the bristles are a little stiff because I feel like it's not supposed to actually be blue. Good job, Bianca. Good job. Here we go. This is kind of the brush I use with my under eye powders. Yeah, definitely. I did too stiff for bristles. Okay, well, how do you use this? I tried. Okay, now we're going to use this palette, and I want to also use the Charmacy gel. So I was trying to think, maybe let's kind of go for a like wintry look. I don't feel like it lends itself to very like wintry shades, but we're gonna make it work. Maybe, here we go. We're gonna use this as like my transition shade, because I want kind of wintry. I know. And I like to have an inner corner that is kind of a matte, like, is this kind of the plan that I had? No, I usually go off plan. I like to do a matte, bright pastel. I don't know if bright and pastel are the same thing, but like a pastel inner corner. A lot of the times I end up covering it up, but it's there for now. Ooh, I'm looking kind of like a snow queen right now. A good snow queen. I feel like a lot of the time the snow queens are like evil. Am I right? I'm a nice one. I feel like I've lost my rocker, guys. What are you talking about, Bianca? It's fine. It's fine. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I haven't filmed in like 2 weeks. So it kind of makes sense as to why I'm going a little crazy. We're going to use these mattes. I'm going to use this like light, very beigey one to kind of make it not as blue, I guess. Do I know what I'm doing? Nope, but we're going to make it look okay. Okay, we're going to use this flat brush from Refer for this dark brown color, because it said on the little in like description card that like a pro tip was that you should get like smoke out the look with these darker shadows, the mattes, and then try to then use the Why am I having a hard time talking and putting on makeup? I usually don't have a hard time with this. Well, so using the mattes to smoke it out and the shimmers after that. So that's what we're gonna do. Wow, I really shouldn't take a break from filming. I really like that blue. I think that's so pretty. Let's see if we can try to keep that blue. Like the only blue in here is kind of, like I thought this was more teal, but when I put it on my hand, it was more like black blue. So I feel like it's like this one. And maybe we can do like the purple. This one's that holochrome. So I don't, we're gonna figure it out. And the sparkle gel from Charmacy is kind of tealy blue also. So I'm glad I put this in here because it brings more of that winter blue instead of the teal blue, because teal blue to me is more of a summer blue. Okay, so now I'm going to try, I feel like this is too warm for the look that I'm going. So I'm actually gonna not use that. We're gonna take this again and we're just gonna try to blend. I feel like, I really like that shader brush from Refer, but it always puts like a very harsh line. It lays the eyeshadow down really nicely, but it doesn't blend, obviously. So I have to blend afterwards. That side looks pretty good. This side, not so much. I need a vacation. Oh, how nice would it be to be at the beach right now? My husband took me to the beach in Florida for my 40th birthday in August, and I'm like, can I go back right now? Who knew that I would be using this as an eyeshadow instead of a corrector? Okay. That is kind of pretty. How was you guys' Christmas or holidays or New Year's at this point? You guys have a fun time? My New Year's was pretty good. It was very uneventful, which we prefer. We buy snacks, like a cheese ball, and I bought this stuff to make a guacamole, and then wheat thins for the cheese ball, and tortilla chips for the guac. We started The Witcher season 1 because we haven't watched it in a long time, and we just kind of chilled out and hung out, and it was awesome. My son went to a sleepover, and then my daughter was in a different room playing some video game. So it was a fun time. Now, I think I have the blend as where I want it to be. We have the NYX pigment primer, glitter primer, whatever it is. I'm gonna put that on because we're gonna put some of these duochrome / multichrome / holochrome, and also that gel. It's right here. Okay, I'm going to put this teal right here. Remember, that was like the black blue. We're not gonna use that. We're gonna use this tealy shade. Okay. I hope it doesn't make this look too turquoise, because I don't want the turquoise. But I guess we'll see. That is pretty though. It's funny because it didn't swatch. I feel like it didn't really swatch very pigmented on my wrist when I was swatching it, but it is coming out pretty pigmented. My eye. I'm trying to embrace the fact that it's tealer than I wanted it to be. I bet the volume 2 had a better blue in it, but I didn't pick that one. Okay, so now I'm going to use this right here from Charmacy. And we're going to, I'm just playing around. Okay. It might need a base pigment under there. And I didn't do that. Huh. It is a really beautiful product, but it requires a little bit of figuring out, finagling, I guess. I probably should have put a matte under it to get that base pigment. Okay, that side is better. That side has a better base. And you can see now that it is more green. Whereas when I swatched it, it didn't come out as green. It's beautiful, but it's a little bit finicky. Like I kind of moved it where I was trying to blend it and it kind of made a hole. Like on my finger, it's so pigmented on there. How do I get it? I bet I could use a brush, but I don't know. I just don't usually use, see, do you see how it picked up right there? I don't usually use a brush. All right, well, there's a first time for everything, right? I don't usually use a brush for shimmery shades. Oh, it got in my eyelashes. Well, I feel like the brush did work though. It's just a little bit finicky. I kind of like the way my finger did it because it didn't make it as chunky. Like I feel like the brush is chunkier. Although the brush gets into this little tiny pot better than even my pinky finger was doing. Okay, it's definitely more mermaid than I was at first going for. Let's do a little bit of this right here because that's the Duochrome. I know I'm using a lot of shades, but I want to. It's a little bit purpley, so I feel like it transitions to that blue that I'm going to kind of amp up a little bit. Wow, that's stunning. It's really pretty. That multi-chrome, Duochrome is just probably the prettiest thing in this palette. Let me fix some things. I'll be right back. It's not where I expected it to go, but I love it. Okay, so first, the elephant in the room. I did put some blue, like, I don't know, I kind of like it and I kind of don't like it. I feel like it will look better once I put like highlighter over it, but I was like, what if I put some blue like here so it's like, whew, I don't know. It's not obviously showing up as well as in the inner corner, so I feel like it just looks like I messed up. And I'm like, so now I feel like I really have to push it so you can tell that it's not a mess up, that like I did it on purpose. But I'm like, where are you going with this, Bianca? What happened? How did this happen? Okay, so yeah, there's some I don't know, whatever. It's almost midnight. I'm gonna take this off pretty much after this video, after I take some pictures, so it doesn't really matter. The blue in the inner corner, and then we had the purple, and then we had the gel, and then we had the like other like aqua green blue. So I think it came together well. I really like it. I put on some mascara. I put on a blue liner from ColourPop and Prance. And here's where I'm at right now. This is going to look terrible. This like, oh, I know. I was going to say, this isn't going to look terrible. This is like an orange red. Like this. This will look great. Okay, great. So we're going to put this on my cheeks because I think it was supposed to be for cheeks too. But we're also going to put it, I mean, it's actually not very pigmented. Part of me was contemplating using a blue lipstick because I love a blue lipstick. But I was like, is that a little much? I mean, not for an Instagram look. I love to do fun, creative, unique Instagram looks. But like for this look, that is just like an Ice Cream Beauty look, I thought I was pushing it. Plus I didn't get a blue lipstick in the bag, so I wish it was a little more pigmented. I think it's not supposed to be, but I feel like that rose color to it makes it work as a blush and as the lipstick. It's kind of moisturizing. I like it. I'm a fan. Beautiful highlighter from Charmacy, and I'm really excited to use it. So that is the one that I think will look really pretty over this because it kind of has a green shift to it. And so I thought, you know, over this blue, yes, look at that. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Now it just looks like I'm a ice fairy queen. Was that what I was going for? Sure, yeah, I think it was. Cool, I love it. There it is. I used a lot of stuff From the bag, I really only used this, but I feel like I used it a lot. Like, I put it on my cheeks, I put it on my eye. Like, I feel like this kind of made the look. It brought that blue as opposed to just being teal. So the bag, this was really came in clutch. The most of the stuff I used from the box, obviously I like the box better. And I still will use like this and this. This just didn't go with this blue look. These are more, when I wear Christmas looks, I usually do more of a neutral eye with a bright red lipstick. So these were really good for December, and December is past, but I still can pull out a December look if I want to. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you think of my look? What do you think of the box and the bag this last month? I was gonna say this month, but last month. How do you think it all came together? It's a little fun. It's a little crazy, but it's a little fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watched the end, which you did, let's do a snowflake emoji, because I think out of everything, I really enjoyed this. I mean, there was a lot of things that I enjoyed, but like this kind of made the look. It was the snowflake. So it's January, it's winter. Put in an emoji of a snowflake if you watch to the end to show me that you watched to the end, so I can thank you, because it helps the algorithm by showing the algorithm, hey, I'll watch till the end of this video. It's clearly worthwhile, I guess. If you enjoyed this video, like this video. If you like this video, like this video. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to my channel. I will still be doing content. I took a little break, you know, during the end of December, but here we go. I'm going to get going again. And even though I'm on a no-buy, I still have tons of content that I'm going to be putting up. And I think it's still going to be really good content, or I'm going to try to have it be really good content. If you want to hype this video, hype it. You get three hypes a week on your phone or tablet. I would really appreciate it. It does something for the algorithm. And if you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. Most importantly, be nice to yourself, because you're amazing. Have a great day. Bye.